I'm not quite sure why is it that the Aam Aadmi Party, for example, Saurabh Bhardwaj, would give more credence to what the Chinese side is claiming versus what we are saying. Shouldn't Indian politicians pay more heed to the statement and the cues that are coming in from the Indian statement than by going by what China may try to imply?
Shivani, one thing is clear, that the Modi government's policy on China has been a colossal failure. First, the Prime Minister tried to give chai to the Chinese premier in Sabarmati River, on the banks of Sabarmati River. Then Mamallapuram, all of that, nothing has worked with China. What has happened is that China is becoming more and more aggressive. They are occupying 500 square kilometer of our territory in Modi government's Raj, and our soldiers are going on being killed. At the same time, our trade deficit with China is $100 billion at a record high. So Modi government needs to figure out its China policy. Otherwise, China will continue to bully us. China will continue to occupy our territory. And with this trade deficit, we are almost becoming like a new colony of China, $100 billion in trade deficit. Why can't we manufacture these things on our own? In this day and age, economics is the best way to attack any country.
Fair enough. I take your point, and of course that economic linking with China is something all global countries are looking forward to. This is a big issue for US, for example, currently, and many other countries, and all governments are working towards it, even if they may not say so openly, because this is a diplomatically sensitive issue as well. I take your points, and I think all of the criticisms, the questions by the opposition should be responded to. But my fundamental question to you was, why should somebody, a minister in the Delhi government, make a comment about how India should handle China diplomatically and that China is not responding to us when militarily and diplomatically we are working to de-escalate and work on a solution? Is this the right way or the right time?
Because, Shivani, there is never a right time with this government. When have they been honest about China to the country or to the parliament or to the opposition leaders? Why don't they, if they have failed on their own very clearly, their own external affairs minister is saying that what do you expect me to do? China is a bigger economy. So clearly they have no clues. Maybe they should take the opposition leaders into confidence and take some of our ideas, because their ideas clearly have not worked.
What should we do? We certainly cannot cut off our ties with China.
Shivani, the problem with this government is that they think that apne aankhon pe patti band lenge aur China chala jayega. That is not happening.
All right. Let me take that to Syed Zafar Islam. Let me take that to Syed Zafar Islam. Then I'll give the Congress representative an opportunity as well.
More and more of our territory.
Okay. Syed Zafar Islam, the constant criticism against the government is that as far as this issue is concerned, and whether China is in India or the land that India believes is ours, if we talk about status quo ante, what does that really mean? What is the status today? The government has been sketchy, to say the least, as far as those details are concerned. These are genuine questions, even if sensitive to a large extent, but in whatever way possible, the government should give clarity on this issue.
Shivani, I have 3 questions, and please allow me to respond each one of them. First of all, the question which you have posed, let me respond to that first. As far as China is concerned, they have not occupied an inch of our territory. This is something which has been stated by the defense minister as well as the external affairs minister on the floor of the parliament. So anything if somebody says that they have occupied our territory is absolutely incorrect, and they are just misleading the nation. Yes, there is a tension at the light of actual control, but LAC, and that is what we are trying to de-escalate, because we have built massive physical infrastructure which was missing during UPA time, and that is what the initiative we have taken. And China definitely is upset that we are building massive infrastructure there, and we have spent money to make our country safe and secure from the Chinese army and from any at the border level. Second thing, so these are all misleading. Whatever Rahul Gandhi is spreading is misleading. Second thing, what Reena ji said just now, that about the trade deficit.
Yes.
I think you should understand that every other country, China had become so big in manufacturing space that 70% of the global manufacturing was happening in China. So every product was being outsourced from China, or China was exporting to
Your Honor,
different parts of
please
the
allow
world.
me to respond.
Every country was struggling. Just a second, let me. I didn't interrupt anyone. So the Honorable Prime Minister has taken initiative of Atmanirbhar, self-reliant India, and it doesn't happen just as a magic
Okay.
wand, but you just.
What about the issue of the defense?
What about the
issue?
It will happen.
Yes, but Zafar Islam, what about the issue of the policy towards China? I think Reena Gupta's main attack was that the government doesn't seem to know how to bring China into control. Yeah, go ahead.
Let me just complete, Shivani. I know what question she has posed. We exactly know how to deal with the China. We have taken action against
don't
them.
know.
And once we become self-reliant, once we have made a policy.
when will that be?
To attract
No, Reena ji, not like this.
players
Reena ji, not
in
like
India
this. I will
and
not
make
allow
it.
you to interrupt and hassle
Reena,
other guests
please
like this. Not
keep your
like
mouth
this,
shut. I
please.
didn't interrupt you.
No, not like this, please.
Keep your mouth shut. I didn't
Okay,
interrupt
let's
you.
calm down. Let's not lose our
this is
temper.
not the way I
Let's just
didn't
me,
interrupt.
just
She was
Zafar Islam
scripted.
and me,
Zafar
please.
Islam.
Zafar Islam.
There's a language because you deserve that language. You deserve that language.
Let's
You
not
deserve
lose
that
our
language
cool,
because
but
I'm
let's
repeatedly
please allow
requesting you.
everybody
I didn't
uninterrupted
interrupt.
time. Yes, go ahead. I'll give you 30 seconds more. Zafar Islam,
Shivani.
finish your point.
No. Allow me to complete. Shivani ji, all I'm saying that our policy is absolutely clear. We have to, the trade deficit, we have to ensure that it should be in our favor. We are becoming self-reliant by making India as a manufacturing hub. We have
Okay.
taken many policy decisions and also engaging 571 global companies to bring set up shops in India and start manufacturing here and store from out of India. We have been successful, like Quid Car, for instance, or G Medical. They have lock, stock, barrel. They have shifted from China and set up shops here, and they are exporting from here. It is a template we will replicate. And third thing, what
he's taking up all the time.
But you want to hear from the
AAP
government?
minister
No,
has
let me give him the opportunity to respond. Please don't interrupt over each other. But Mr. Zafar Islam, you must conclude now. 30 seconds, please.
30 seconds. Conclude 30. AAP minister has spoken. Despite sitting on constitutional position as a minister in Delhi government, he is making a mockery of his own position and making the statement against the Honorable Prime Minister. It is really in very bad taste. People should drag him and thrash him because it doesn't deserve to sit in.
Okay, I don't know we need to go to that extent. Zafar Islam,
he cannot make a.
Let's not go to that extent.
He cannot make this kind of a statement at all.
No, you can question the statement and where it is coming from, but let's not talk about anybody getting thrashed or anything.
How can you?
Charan Singh,
you have no business to comment on.
Yeah, fair enough. You can say that. I'm just objecting to that one statement about people thrashing him. Let's not go down that road, please. I object to that statement.